I'm doing this video in response to an article that you can find on parentnook.com. That's www.parent excuse me, nook.com. Sorry, I have a cold. Parentnook.com. The article itself is, I think it's at the top of the page or at the beginning of it anyway, and it refers to ladies embrace your slutty side. I've gotten both positive and negative responses about that, so I thought I would do this video in response to that, so maybe I can address that as some of you actually have contacted us in regards to this. It uses the phrase slutty. Now, slutty does not mean what everybody thinks it means in the aspect of the article, which if you can find by reading it. It just talks about provocative wear or embracing one's sexual side or fondness for sex or sexual activity. All right, it does not mean prostitution or anything like that. But in regards to that, that's what we're doing this video on in response to that, so you can get a better idea of what we were referring to in the article. Now, in the article, there was some research done. Both men and women were talked to, interviewed, and that's where it came from. The article itself are opinions based on those conversations, based on things that were read, seen. The reason Amber Rose was used as an icon for the article is she has this thing called the Slut Walk, all that, and she makes kind of a joke about it, but she embraces being slutty, so to speak, and it has no qualms explaining how much she actually enjoys sex, and she has a habit of wearing provocative clothing. By provocative, we mean clothing that shows a lot of leg, maybe some cleavage. You know the picture. Okay, so let's talk about the perks of this clothing. Now, a lot of people frown on this for a lot of reasons. Says, oh man, it makes you look like a whore or a slut or something like that. And you know what? That's an opinion. And it's a very good opinion. You are certainly entitled to that. But in retrospect, I want to expand on that and take a look at the other side, and which is where I think Amber and other people who actually embrace this type of dress are going. Okay, now not all are referring to that, and again, we're not referring to people that are streetwalkers trying to solicit sex for money. We're talking about just everyday people. Again, Amber Rose may not be an everyday person, but she's not a prostitute. She's not looking to sell sex for any purpose. She's not making her money by having sex with people. Okay, first thing, when you dress provocatively, and this does not have to be somebody who is curvy like Amber Rose, or somebody who is rail thin like, let's say, Paris Hilton, or somebody who's even curvier than Amber Rose, somebody like a plus size model, or maybe somebody like you. Maybe you're overweight. Okay, there's not a problem with that. What sexy attire does is it builds your confidence. And let's face it, we all need confidence. Whether you be a man or a woman, rich or poor, young or old, we all need self-confidence. And when you dress provocatively, when you're showing some leg, some cleavage, off the shoulder look, whatever, you're showing you're confident with yourself. Not everybody's going to agree. Honestly, when I see Paris Hilton bikini, I'm not turned on. Why? I don't like my women that rail thin. Paris Hilton is a very beautiful woman. There's no doubt. And many people will find her so. I don't particularly care for her. I mean, I certainly, agree that she's a beautiful woman, but I don't see the excitement in somebody who's built like a 12-year-old boy. Okay? Either way, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And the first thing you need to do is have that self-confidence. And that self-confidence comes and shows itself in your attire. If you're wearing a muumuu, you're not very self-confident. You're covering everything. You're hiding it all. What are you trying to hide? There's nothing to hide. Somebody out there finds you beautiful. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your likes are or what your dislikes are. Somebody out there finds you beautiful. All right, it's that simple. Self-confidence. Okay, ladies, you all know this is my next topic on our next subject on this. Ladies, you all know us men are voyeuristic. We love to look at things. You can change our attitudes, our day, or anything just by letting us look at something. We like looking at you. You want to, ladies, if you want to attract men or you want to attract your man, then dress provocatively. All right. I have no issues with my wife dressing in a short skirt or a plunging neckline. First of all, I know she's not going to go out there and do anything with somebody else. She's my wife, and she respects the vows of our marriage, and we're good with that. I like looking at my wife in those clothing. She looks sexy. She's hot. That's right. She's hot. And is she built like Paris Hilton? Nope. Is she built like Amber Rose? Nope. Nope. She's got a few more pounds than she probably could use, but you know what? She's my wife, and I think she's beautiful. And I encourage her to dress that way. It'll build her self-confidence. Plus, it attracts me. And what's better than your man being all over you? Now, granted, maybe you don't want to be pawed by your man all the time. Maybe you do. Maybe you just want him to look at you a little differently, or look at you with that special look like he used to. This is how you do it, ladies. This will attract your man. We are voyeurs. We like to look. It excites us. Why do you think porn is such a big seller? We like to look at stuff. We like to look at beautiful women. Why would you not want to look at your own spouse dressed in a sexy nightgown, a short skirt, booty shorts, something with a plunging neckline in it, or maybe a tube top, anything like that? Ladies, this will get your man's attention. You want his attention? Dress like that. That's how you get it. The only other way you're going to get any more attention is if he walks in the door and you're naked. Same aspect. Okay? You want to attract men? You want to attract your man? Dress like this. This is how you do it. All right? You're not, okay? I know, oh, yeah, it makes me look like a slut and they didn't come on me. You know what? You're trying to get attention. If a man crosses the line just because of the way you're dressed, then this is not what you want, okay? If you're dressing in a short skirt and a man comes over and thinks he can start pawing you, that's on him, okay? That's a sexual assault. That's a whole different animal. But if you need his attention, you're going to get it. You may get, that may not be the exact attention you want, but you need to break the ice, okay? He needs to look at you and want to get to know you. And trust me, the best way to do that is by going after that voyeuristic side of him. All right? Again, do not encourage this as meaning, oh, okay, I got to look like this, make him think we're going to have sex. No, you got to make him think about it. And ladies, come on. If a guy is asking you out for the first time, or he's talking to you for the first time or whatever, he's thinking about sex. He may not be pursuing it that day or even that week, but he's got it on his mind. When he first saw you and decided he wanted to get to know you, he was thinking about sex. Okay? So you want to attract the man, you want him to get to know you, this is another way of doing it. Now, speaking of sex, here's the real kicker, ladies, that you may not know. When you dress provocatively, this encourages your man, gets that blood flowing, and we know where it's flowing. That gets him going. He's going to up his game. The more excited we get, the more involved we get. Okay? If you're one of those ladies, and I don't mean this, to try and put down anybody, that doesn't pay a lot of attention to their man, certainly gives them, their sex and doesn't deny them. But if you're not participating as fully as you could be, or if you're not encouraging him with, let's say, sexy notes, sexy pictures, sexy dress, maybe most of the foreplay's on him and not on, or foreplay's on you and not on him, he's not going to up his game as much. But when he sees you dressed like that, he's going to get so excited. He's going to want to please you even more. Why? Because he wants to see it happen again. Okay? If you dress sexy and he gives you a wham bam thank you ma'am, and you just kind of go, well, what the hell just happened? And you don't dress that way again, he's going to be let down. Okay? He wants to see that. He will up his game. I guarantee this. If my wife is dressing in sexy attire, it only encourages me more to please her. Why? Because I want her to do it again. I want her to know this was a good thing, that I liked it, and it made me happy. It excited me, and I'm going to up my game. I'm going to make sure she's satisfied as well, and if not just satisfied, but extremely satisfied, because I was so happy to see her, that she was such a turn on. Okay, ladies, your man will up his game if you start dressing this way, because he's gonna want it to continue. It's like we're like children, all right? You want your children to do something you want, then you got to give them a reason to do it. Okay? If you start dressing this way, then he's gonna want it to stay that way. Okay? He needs to show you this is worthwhile, not just saying, hey, wow, you look beautiful, which is important too. All right? There's the self-confidence I talked about. But what he also needs to know is, you know what? I need to make this worth her while. This has got to happen again. All right? She's got to continue doing this. So we up our game. Maybe he'll get more involved in foreplay. Maybe he'll do whatever it is you need him to do that helps you get the satisfaction you desire out of sex as well. He will up his game. Okay? I've hoped this explained a little bit of what I meant when we wrote the article, Ladies Embrace Your Slutty Side. We weren't encouraging you to run around and sleep with everybody that you run across, or to insinuate that people should dress like hookers. No. We're talking about self-confidence. We're talking about attracting men. We're talking about better sex. We're talking about a lot of things. And just those three aspects can branch off into other things. Self-confidence can go through your entire life. It can help you in your work. It can help you in your other relationships, help you with family issues, because when you're self-confident, you're a better person. When you're attracting men, whether it be your spouse or a new man or whatever, then again, you're building more self-confidence. You're feeling better about yourself, and that branches off to so many other areas of your life. And let's face it, we all know the health benefits of sex, and if you're getting better sex, all the better. It's cardio. It helps your health. It helps you lose weight. It helps remove depression. It's a pain reliever. The list goes on and on of the benefits of sex. Okay? Yes, is this video about sex? Sure it is, to some degree. But ladies, it's also for you. It's to tell you, embrace provocative wear. It has perks for not just your man, but for you as well. All right? There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't make you a bad person. Embrace yourself. You are beautiful. It doesn't matter what size you are. Someone out there finds you beautiful, and that person is probably already in your house or already part of your life. All right? Maybe he's kind of, lost interest in you, or found interest in other things or other habits. Maybe you can't get him away from the video game or the TV or sporting events or something like that. You know what? Start wearing mini skirts. Start wearing halter tops. All right? Start wearing that stuff. Let's see if he really is paying attention to that stuff or not. All right? Chances are he just got complacent. I don't mean bored. Just got complacent. That happens sometimes. Show him what you're all about, ladies. Show him that you want to please him as much as he wants to please you. Make this the day that you turn things around in your relationship, and it becomes what it used to be back when you were dating. You couldn't keep your hands off each other. And ladies, the self-confidence itself will branch off into all other aspects of your life and make your life better. It'll help relieve stress. Anything going on, this will benefit. I hope this helped explain the article. I welcome your comments.